Uncle Chunt'd.
Oi, Uncle Chunt'd here, welcome back to Chunty TV. Today, I want to talk about the year that's gone. The year of the Nintendo Switch. It's been and gone, we're here at the other side. Is it still good? Well, I'm probably going to be hypocritical because I'm wearing an Xbox hat on a video talking about Nintendo. But, look, from what it's given us, I think it's been amazing. It's been a lot better than I thought it was going to be, and probably a lot of us thought it was going to be. Not gonna lie, there were so many people that were just saying doom and gloom things about Nintendo and this console and what their strategy is. And like, I remember when the first trailer came out showing the Nintendo Switch, and everybody was like, "What? Nintendo? We need to talk. What are you doing?" But they showed us. They're just like, "Nope, we know what we're doing. Fuck off," politely. And you know, they're showing the growth for it, showing the achievements, showing how fast people want this thing. They, you know, yeah, there's stock shortages still, but it's still difficult to keep it on the shelf because people are just buying it hand over fist. Whenever it's there, they're just gone, which is great. And I think it's really shown us how much more change there is in the industry. We all thought it was just, you can't do anything else. You're either a console like Xbox or a console like PlayStation, or that's it. Nintendo have been like, well, no, there are more options. And they've known that through their success with the DS, the Game Boy, 3DS and all that. So, you all know the history of Nintendo. I don't need to go through it. People that are finding this video already know all about it. But I'm going to give you my perspective, because that's the unique part that I can give towards this conversation. So look, I jumped on the hype bandwagon. I bought a Switch. I think from memory, I bought my Switch before my brother did. And he's all about Nintendo. So, I've never finished a Zelda game. I've played Ocarina of Time. I think that's about it. And I didn't even finish that. I never owned it on a 64, even though I owned a 64. I hired it out and I got lost in the open high world area where you find the horse pen. I don't know. I just remember that's where I got lost, and I couldn't figure out the fuck I was supposed to do. Mind you, I was still relatively young and never played a game like that before, and that's the excuse I'm going to give. So I bought Breath of the Wild on a whim, not even knowing if I'm going to enjoy that game. And look, I was pleasantly surprised, not going to lie. Breath of the Wild, unreal. Do I think it deserves the Game of the Year? That's debatable. I would say no, even though I've accidentally slipped up once and said yes. When my mind was in the hype of the conversation, and I had literally just finished. I think I was at the stage where I just finished the game, and I was still kind of like, wow, wowee. But no, like, I don't think it deserves Game of the Year, but it is fantastic. This is the first Zelda game I ever finished, and I'm quite happy that this is the case, because what an amazing game. What an amazing game to be my first Zelda game to have finished. If this is how Zelda is in other games or in future Zelda games, like, sign me up. You could probably consider me a new Zelda fan. The world and the art style, just everything. The music, even though there wasn't a lot of music in this, but the atmosphere was unreal. It just goes to show that, yeah, the Switch might be relatively underpowered compared to its competition, but when you have engaging gameplay and an art style to match, that's a winning combo, and what a winner. So at launch, I bought my Switch with this protective case. I don't know if you can even find these anymore. I haven't seen too many people posting their Switch setups or their Switch gear with this particular hard case going around. I'm so stoked I picked this up. It was like the last one in Target the day I picked up my Switch, and I was like, yep, must have. and I just don't need anything else. This case is just, it's the best, I reckon. It's just solid as, really protective. It's been on many train bus trips and work breaks. You know, it's definitely suited its need. And I got the normal edition Switch. I still think this is probably the best looking Switch version. I don't like the neon controllers or anything like that. That's not my bag. Oh look, new update, data found. Do you want to install now? Yes, we'll install whatever. I'll close out of my Mario game. That's... I wish it had auto updates in the background, because I always have this docked in power mode, so it should be... I just wish they had like an auto update like Xbox does when it's not being used. It updates everything in the background, but whatever. I'm just going to hold this in my hand while I'm talking about this thing. This console is something else. When you look at it back in the time when this was first coming out, you looked at it and you're like, this shouldn't work. Yeah, thanks Mario. Oh, update, look, I can be Luigi now. Cool, whatever. We'll just turn that down because it's been a distraction. I kind of thought this is a cool concept. I remember seeing it going, cool, if you stop showing me all the waggle features and the HD rumble, just show me what it can do. That's the thing I'm more interested in. Like I've yet to actually do any of the HD rumble stuff. I just don't care for it. I just don't. I'm never going to use it. So I usually play in this style format. I want to keep playing it on the big screen and in my 55-inch TV. But it's a little weird. After playing, I played and finished Zelda mostly in handheld mode. So since I've moved here and set up my new stuff, I tried playing most of Mario Odyssey in the big screen, and it was an adjustment. I don't know what it is. It was quite interesting, I'll say that. And I can't explain what it is. There was something tactile about playing the games in this mode where it just felt how it should be. And playing it on the big screen is so different. But I want to get my full use out of the actual console features, so I leave it docked. And I connect it into my HDMI into my Xbox One S, and then that goes out to my TV. So I usually play my Switch through my Xbox because I think it upscales the channel to 4K, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's still unreal. It's pretty cool, like you're playing the game and you still get Xbox notifications on top of a Nintendo game. You know, that's how I like to enjoy life. Don't judge, don't hate. So yeah, obviously no surprise, Mario Odyssey. Now that I've finished the game, it was a chore. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. The game itself, through the main line of the game, was a chore, and I was quite disappointed. It was just boring. I wasn't challenged. But now when I finished the game, I can see how good the game is and how it should have been from the start. I think it was a misfire to dumb down the game throughout the rest of it. Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, Mario World 3D, whatever the hell it is, those are more challenging than this. Those games were far more challenging than this one through the main line of the story. So I have my experience with Mario Odyssey sullied a bit. And, you know, I just don't agree with the fact that, oh, just finish the game, it gets better. Like, that mentality doesn't make sense to me. But whatever, that's where we are. And back to this case for a moment. It's pretty cool, like it's got this little protective bump thing, this cushion. And it comes with two of these things. Two of these red plastic cases, like, and you can fit 4 games in there, just... I mean, that's cool, it comes with 2 of those. So, this case essentially has my entire Switch library in it. It's fucking rad, man. So I have other digital games on the Switch, like Shovel Knight, and I think... Oh, there's something else on there, I can't exactly remember. I'll just jump out. Alright, so I got Sonic Mania on here, that's where I bought it first. I eventually got it on Xbox One, because I just wanted it on my Xbox. I finished it on both, got all Chaos Emeralds on both. I love that game. Yeah, Shovel Knight. Yeah, so those are the 2 digital games that I've got. I know there's plenty more digital games on there, and that's another thing that's really awesome about this console. It really caters to the indie stuff, and there's so much great stuff to find on there. I have yet to delve in there and find something and put my money down. Because I'm still a physical whore. I like my physical games. So a good segue onto that. I'll just show you the games that I've actually picked up for it. Not a lot by the looks, obviously. It's not my main console. It's not a console that I'm actively going out and buying games for. I just wanted it for my Nintendo fix. Really, just my Nintendo games. I have my Xbox for everything else. So we've got Zelda, obviously. Really cool. Arms. Now this game, fuck, it's good. I played the shit out of this. Maybe it was because I was unemployed at the time for months, and this and Zelda was pretty much it that I had on the console until Mania came out and Mario Kart. But man, I played this. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Like, this helped me escape into some really, really shitty mind states when I was unemployed. I was holed up in my room, just beating people. It was unreal. Just such a unique game, and the characters are awesome. The music's great. The graphics are great. Like, seriously, it's a great looking game. I do hope they do a sequel. I'm all about it. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, Arms, man, get into it. And yeah, obviously, no-brainer, Mario Kart 8. Yeah, just one of those games I missed on the Wii U because I never owned a Wii U. So that was a lot of fun. I kind of got over it pretty quick, but it was a good game to play between breaks at work and on the train, and you know, just unlock some new bits and pieces. But you know, it's a must-have, one of those things. And then yeah, obviously, no surprise, Mario Odyssey. And how do I play the Switch besides playing just in handheld mode? I do not have a Pro Controller. I have this thing that came with it to slot the Joy-Cons in. And for me, it's tiny as, like, I've got big hands. It's tiny as, and it can be very, if you play long enough, it gets to be a little cramped and uncomfortable, but that's how I played the vast majority of Mario Odyssey. And a lot of parts of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it did just fine. Like, it did okay. Like, I wanted the experience of something new, something different. I didn't want another controller that's the same as the Xbox, because that's what I do on Xbox. If I'm investing in another console, I want to play it differently, a new experience, something that feels unique, and that did the job. And besides going on and on about how I like to play the Switch, yes, I've delved into some of the amiibos. You can see some of them up on my shelf. A lot of Smash Bros ones, like there's Mewtwo, Koopa Jr., there's Mario and Sonic. What's the name? Rosalina? Just, jeez, I would. If I was in the Mario Kingdom, would. And Pac-Man. And over there I've got Wario and classic retro Mario, 8-bit, in the red and blue. And here I had to get this guy. Koopa in his wedding suit. He looks like a pimp. Like, I just love this. I love that costume. Like, if I ever get married, I want to do this suit. It's just bitchin', man. And obviously you got Peach. You got the triple pack with Mario in there as well. I got these as a joke, not only because I wanted to fully jump into Odyssey. So I got those amiibos. But I also had the added caveat of, should I ever get married, my wedding cake is gonna have these two on top, Koopa and Peach, and hopefully she's a super fine blonde chick. So you know, that's it's investing in the future. You know, you got to think ahead of these things. You got to jump ahead of the game. So that's my overall history and feeling on the Nintendo Switch. Do I think its second year is going to be successful? Yes, I think I do. Nintendo still have plenty of IP to dwell from. Pokemon on the Switch, a legit mainline Pokemon game, is going to sell like fire. As soon as they do that, they want to bet they've got enough stock in shelves, man. I'm going to be all over that. That's what I've been waiting for. We've already had 2 big guns out the door, so Metroid and Pokemon and Kirby yet to go. Whatever else we can look forward to. Plenty of life left in the system, and I don't get the negativity. And I don't think Nintendo games need to be any more powerful than it already is. Like, the graphics on this thing are great for what Nintendo needs to do. I don't think they need to be much better like Nintendo. Their art style doesn't lend to photorealism, and I don't want that from Nintendo, you know. Like, I'm happy if that's as good as it gets. So let me know what you think about the Nintendo Switch. Have you got one yet? Are you a fan? Is it like your second console, like mine, like to complement your PS4 or your Xbox One? Let me know what you think down below. So just to wrap up this video, thanks for watching. And if you want to support me, I have a Patreon account. And I want to say thanks to those below there. Really thanks for helping me out. It's awesome. Like, I can't thank you enough. I know it's real money and I don't take that for granted. So it really helps me do more of this, that you feel you want to support me. So it's great. It's a good feeling. So look forward to more videos, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you want a real Chunty perspective on life, gaming and pop culture, and you know, something that's kind of outside the normal conversation sphere or the echo chamber, I'm the only one that can give my perspective, and hopefully you enjoy it. And thanks for sticking around, and I'll see you in the next video.
Uncle Chunt'd.
Thanks for watching this video, I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please subscribe and check out some of my other recent videos. Have a good one.